Man, I should have worn something else. I'm freezing my nipple.
I don't blame you.
So, it's cool if I do play and you kind of support me if I
Yeah, for sure. What's your average rank when you were playing?
My highest I got was 4350.
Okay. Okay. We're live? Hello, everybody, and welcome to the FanimeCon 25th Anniversary Edition. We're going to be starting off this cast for Overwatch, and we'll be taking it off with the semi-finals here in the gaming hall.
My name is Bingsu. Hello, everyone.
And I am Kevin Kanashii Tagupa. We got some good tournament play for you guys today. We had a little bit of technical difficulties coming into this, but we will make sure that you guys get the action that you deserve. Thank you for sticking by us, and we're going to get right to it. So, in the meantime, while we're waiting for the game to actually get underway, figure out what the map pick, let's just talk about this is going to be a best of 3. We're going to have a coin flip in order to determine the map type and the map itself.
The loser of the match has to gets the priority to choose the next map or map type, depending on what the beginning team chose.
So as we heard from the queue, it will be Oasis, and Oasis is a control point map. Depending on which place we decide to stay on, we will end up going. It really depends on which map we get in order to determine the composition that'll follow. So, for the most part, Oasis, there's the one with a hole in it, there's the one with the pillar in it, and then there's the one with a flat one on top of it.
Definitely, yeah. Oasis being a really good map for a lot of flyers, Afera being a very popular pick, Widowmaker being a very deadly pick for the one with kind of like the pillar, and you know, they have the kind of like the balcony.
Yeah.
And the little elevator thing.
Exactly. It gives them a lot of high ground and sight lines that they could really abuse when it comes down to these kinds of things.
Definitely, yeah. If the teams do not take care of a good Widowmaker or a good Pharah, it's over.
Exactly. So we'll see what these teams decide to go to. Nat1 versus Q to win. So let's hear it for the beginning of the semifinals.
Let's make some noise.
So as we see Nat1 going for a classic 2-2-2 composition here. Meanwhile, Q to win, also repeating the same thing, this time opting for a Zarya instead of a D.Va.
Looks like Nat1 is taking the priority and getting up on the balcony. Nash is trying to poke around. He's very low.
That was a very good anti-nade right there. So they can't really capitalize on it. Most of their team without the mobility, other than Genji, who's going to get quickly picked off there. It's going to make it a little bit more difficult for them to actually make the push.
Down for Nat1.
So there goes the mech, and it looks like Q to win is just pushing their way through, making sure that they cannot breathe.
That is a clean team win for Q to win. Yeah. Already a lot of them getting their ultimates up.
Yeah, and they really snowballed onto the point, keeping their pressure up as well, guarding up that choke, which is pretty difficult to push through anyways. So, looks like Nat1 is also approaching a couple of ultimates as well. Looks like the shatter is available here. They're going to use it.
Goes down. Free stun, and they're going in.
Yeah, they tried to charge in. He does get the nano boost, but he's going to be brought down really quickly by the Zarya. And the rest of the team is going to try to collapse on the rest of it without the shield. They're just kind of exposed to Nash. Diving into the back line. Looking at the arms. There's the flat thing. He's going to make sure that's going to do it.
Taking out the Genji. He's so low.
Graviton Surge.
One-sided team fight.
Graviton Surge only holding a couple of people off, and it's just going to be a lot of damage coming off on that Zarya. 85% energy and just chipping away, trying to get the DPS line out.
Honey Boba already having the nano boost and DJM already having the Earth Shatter. Can they make something happen here?
Yeah, we saw the Earth Shatter come down from the enemy team already. So DJM looking for his opportunity, trying to go one-on-one against this Reinhardt. Can he find it?
Second team fight. Earth Shatter goes down. Nano boost. Play it. Ooh, and it looks like 2 down for Nat1.
It was a solid anti-nade in order to shut down that Genji. That Shatter was turned around just to make sure that there was no follow-up.
Nash getting that dash, taking out 2 supports. And he's poking on his Ryan. Oh, poor guy. Never had a chance.
Yeah, the Ryan had to back up there, and it was going to cost him his life anyway. So Nat1 getting ready to push on through. If they can even get to the choke. Meanwhile, Q to win just holding it here. They have the zoning high noon as well as the Dragon Blade available.
Ooh, that's an unfortunate SD for the Diva over there.
Yeah, it's going to cost them quite a bit. But look at GTC being big sneaky.
Ooh, a little duel in the back. Reaper versus McCree. Graviton Search comes out. Will the high noon come out to complement it?
Oh, there goes the Blade. The Blade's going to be the one that's going to zone him off, and the first point is going to go to Cube to win.
What do you think Nat 1 could have done better?
Nat 1, I felt like they were a little bit discombobulated. They didn't really have a strong push. They weren't gathering and just going straight through, especially that first choke. But at the same time, it was also ult management by Q2. They were just really smart about their use there.
I felt like there was a lot of careless poking that kind of like got people killed early, and it took them longer and longer to kind of like get together, get their ults out, and I felt that's kind of what was Nat 1's main, you know?
Exactly. Without regrouping, it's a team game, remember guys. Overwatch is a team game. Yes, you can do as much as you want as a Widowmaker, pop off as much as you can, but without the rest of your team, you can't really do too much. So here we go.
Team switches here. I see a Brigitte and a Soldier 76.
Yeah, so this is round 2, obviously. Q to win, having the lead here, and they're gonna run the main, trying to separate out the rest of the team, but placed a little bit askew. The poke damage is just kind of going around, wrapping them around.
They're doing a great job of canceling all the options for red team to go through.
Cyrus Time did end up closing off their own Diva, and they're going to pay for it as well. It's going to be very difficult to get on through here. They're just playing for their own life.
It was a 1v1 duel between Nash and Cyrus Me, and it looks like Cyrus Me lost, and now that is 3 down for Nat 1.
Yeah, Soldier's still having this high ground here. Nat 1 on the Bastion. He's looking, this doesn't even know.
Oh,
he just sneaks past
doesn't
him.
commit. I feel like that's pretty smart. I mean, he could have died, you know, and that would have been even longer for them to get back together.
He's charging.
Exactly. It's better that he resets here rather than or just feed himself, but he's not going to do that.
It's been really hard for Nat 1 to get back, especially with Brigitte and Ryan having their ultimates.
Yeah, it's going to be a really difficult push, so if you are Nat 1, you probably want to just do a dry fight here, build up for ultimates, and try to make them use theirs. Going in.
Earthshatter going down. DJ with the counter Earthshatter. He gets the pin, takes 1 down.
Yeah, it's going to cost them quite a bit, though. They tried to get the Earthshatter. They did get the move up as well, and it was really good use by the by Cyrus Time on that Junkrat. But now it's going to pay. Nash bringing in the back line after TPS. And he has Dragon Blade available, but it doesn't look like he really needs to use it, understanding that they have to retreat.
I feel like Nash is doing a really good job just doing janitor duty and kind of cleaning up like the mess, especially like all the squishy characters.
Yeah, just making sure that if he can get a pick or even a stagger, it would be huge here. Already approaching over 50% here for Q to win.
Zara's being really aggressive, and that will cost her life as Q to win is 2 down.
Yeah, it already cost him. He got caught in the trap there. And Cyrus Time has the Riptire available. Is he going to be looking for that back line pick? Or is he just trying to get help on that Reinhardt? Exactly what they do.
You know, that was really unfortunate. This Zarya for Q to win really could have used that Graviton in that team fight.
Exactly. If it didn't get picked off that early or was able to regroup in time, they could have just swung the fight and ended it there. But Nat 1 already looking at a couple of big ultimates here. But it really depends on if they're able to get the tire off in time. Meanwhile, Q to win has that grab blade combo, so if they're going to be looking for it, it's going to be here.
Riptire going out. Will find his mark. Looking. Ticked off, and Honey Boba is down.
Yeah, and it might even cost them their Moira as well. Understanding that they are separating out the healers. Not Surge thrown in there. The Moira going out.
Self-destruct going out. 3 down. Planix with the triple kill. And that is a team win for Nat 1.
Yeah, one desperately needed that as well, and they're going to just keep getting more percentage onto this point. Just playing out into their favor. Oh, Bastion. Don't take a nap here. Oh, he does get punished with the ante.
Anna with the wake-up call.
Yeah, give him the slab, give him the juice. But Q to win, gonna try to push back here. Has the Shatter and the High Noon available. Meanwhile, Nat 1, she's got to be very safe about that. They understand that they can really do a lot with that Reinhardt ultimate as well.
GTC looking to take someone out. He gets Cyrus Me. Oh, and I think a sneak up behind and get the Earthshot. That's 2 down.
Oh, he could have finished off the McCree, but it's going to cost him. Here comes the Nano.
High Noon coming up. Double kill.
Pass it on to 2. Looking for more. Just maybe Diva.
What an amazing play by GTC.
Yeah, GTC getting that nano boost was just going to be enough to wipe off the rest of the people on the point there. So, Nat won on the back ropes of potentially losing this first map. But Q to win. She's got to hold this on for one more push.
Now it's even. It could be anyone's game now. At first it was kind of one-sided, but there are amazing plays from the offense. Diva Mech goes down. Are they going to clean it up?
Yeah,
Team fight starting.
Yeah, it's definitely going to force them. Reinhardt sitting on the shadow. DJM looking for
DJM looking for the sneak.
Shatter! Oh, the top, and it's done.
It is over.
Yeah, they just used it to finish off and stun them, making sure that they cannot do that. I understand. Very good game by Q to win in order to secure that kill. Here's that play of the game once again by GTC on that McCree. You just walk through this with me.
GTC just did an amazing play. First he gets to fan the hammer. Now he cleans up after the Reinhardt, gets the high noon, takes out Mercy and Anna and Junkrat. And then Nash helping out by cleaning up the Mercy kill.
So overall, very impressive play by Q to win, and they are going to be moving on. Meanwhile, we're waiting on the next game whenever we get that going. So when it comes to this kind of play, is there anything that you saw that was kind of out of the ordinary or something that you would have done differently, especially if you were Nat 1 coming into this?
You know, I see a lot of adaptation from like Nash and GTC, the McCree. They were kind of struggling at first to kind of like pierce through like the pure bulk of like all the tanks from the other team. I feel like they adapted and they kind of like played closer together to kind of clean up kills. What you see in a lot of like lower level play is that if I was like starting bronze and I was like up and coming offense player, a lot of people would like go after different targets, and that just takes it longer to take care of like targets and to win team fights. I saw Nash and GTC really just focusing on like one specific person and really taking the wins.
Yeah, and I totally agree with that. I also have to agree that Q to win really played to the combos. The combo plays there. We saw the Graviton Surge Dragon Blade, the 1-2 punch there. And they also utilized the anti-nade that was supplied by their Ana as well in order to really secure the kills, just in case if there was a Zenyatta or Lucio, just making sure no healing's coming through.
Definitely. That Ana dude putting so much work, spraying everyone with the antibiotic grenade, and it just took so long for people to start their team fights. And that 30 seconds, that's 30 seconds you have to catch up on, It could be anyone's fight after that 30 seconds.
Exactly. So, still in the semifinals, we're waiting on another couple of teams to get ready to roll through here. Anyways, just to remind the fans out in Twitch, we are here at FanimeCon 2019. How you guys doing today? There we go. Enjoying a little bit of some Overwatch.
So what were the prizes again for winning this tournament?
All right, so for winning this tournament, we do have some goodies from Patriot Gaming, Viper Gaming, as well as some stuff from the San Francisco Shock themselves. So the Shock did supply us with mouse pads and 2 Netgear routers.
And I believe the MVP of the winning team gets a signed Shock jersey.
By all the players.
By all the players. I know I'm going to be wearing that when I sleep. It sounds so comfy.
Yeah, it's very breathable material. I got one myself. It's got, name embroidered on the back. You have to get something like that.
Maybe a nice workout shirt,
There you go.
Just let everyone know that you play on the SF Shock.
Yeah. But overall, yes, very good games coming out. Very clean execution that we got from the last team. So now we're waiting for game 2. By the way, these are best of 3s. So we see, I believe they're going to be picking up the next map. We just got to figure out what it's going to be. Okay, so we just got notification. It is Blizzard World.
Blizzard World, what a great map. I believe it's payload. Well, first it's control point and then payload.
Yeah, so it's going to be a hybrid map coming in here.
What kind of characters do you expect to see?
So the different phases of this hybrid map. The first one we usually see either a bunker comp where it's like, sit steady, or we tend to see also a lot of goats, which is the 3 tank, 3 support lineup. As long as they get that underway and it looks good for them, whatever's comfortable for them, they're probably going to run it.
Do you think we're going to see any of Baptiste, the new hero that just came out?
We could definitely see a lot of Baptiste. It depends on if they are going to be running it. Most likely it's going to be on defense. You get to save your opponents or save yourselves for quite a bit of time as long as they don't focus at 250 HP flying disc.
Definitely. I can see Nash and GGC playing a lot of bulky characters. Bulk tearing characters like Reaper just to get through any of the bunkers.
Exactly. If that is the case, we've also seen a lot of Sombra come out there just to make sure that the hacks are off. And, you know, if you can't use abilities, that's like half the game.
Definitely.
It's like just playing with a mouse. And just unbind all your good abilities real quick.
It's like playing with the Mario Kart wheel.
There you go.
It's like the other team gets hacked by Sombra and they're like, oh, what do I do?
Yep, you could only go one way or the other. But we have a couple seconds as we're about to open the gates to Blizzard World. Hope you guys bought your tickets for admission as we are about to get started here. As we see, Nat 1 is going to be on the defense here, and they are opting for kind of a bunker cop. They are going double shield with the double turrets, and then the Baptiste and the Mercy.
Looks like Nash and GTC are back on their positions from last time. DJM on that Reinhardt, Zarya, Anna, and Mercy. They're going to sneak through the top part and try to drop down.
Yeah, I think this is the smarter play. If you are Q to win, you want to go all the way around and force them to rotate and change positioning. Because half of this composition's best play.
Looks like they're going to sneak. Bastion's almost down. Nash almost cleaning it up. Immortality filled out. It's gone. GTC taking care of that.
Yeah,
Nash will take care of the Reinhardt.
Yeah, the lamp is taken care of. And they are going to start stabilizing here. Nash is in trouble. One HP.
Run, Nash, run. You can do it.
Meanwhile, on the top, Zarya just leaning in some damage over the shield, but with a fight already losing a couple people here, they're probably going to have to reset or just figure out how they're going to get around here.
Good thing about playing Zarya against the bunker is you build your ult really quickly when you can get the hits in.
Exactly, you just have somebody peek, throw a bubble on him.
Reinhardt sneaking in through the left.
Yeah, he's trying to get that Earth Shatter off.
Like so aggressive.
DJM already has it available, and he tries to throw it, but he gets stopped down. He's not going to have it available here, but they do get the Bastion.
That's all Zarya is just trying so hard to escape. McCree going out, almost taking care of the Torb.
Didn't have enough guns in the chamber, but Bastion coming out here, leaning in the damage.
So patient. Almost takes out the Genji.
He's looking to finish him off, and he does with the last shot. Exactly. So Nat 1 sitting on a Rhine ult and a couple others as well. On the defense, they're going to be playing it quite safely here. Meanwhile, Q to win might want to switch things up, understanding that this composition isn't going to quite go their way. Maybe they might try to even bank off of the Graviton Surge Blade grenade combo again.
They have 4 ults. All they have to do is just kind of coordinate together and hopefully take care of like the main components being like the Bastion and the Orisa and the Ryan.
Once again, a little less than 2 minutes here on the side for Q to win. So they're going to be trying to figure out a way how to get through here. It's going to be quite the drop in order to get in here.
Oh, okay, Graviton comes out. You can see the action. Dragon Blade comes out.
Dragon Blade. Go for it. Dragon Blade onto the
Bastion goes down.
onto the Bastion.
The reset.
Had to go for multiple swings there, Nash. Looking at the Baptiste, but the lamp is going to keep him alive.
Wolf and Core coming out, covering the whole field. That's a lot of area denied for Q to win. Honeyboy being chased down by a very angry Mercy.
Trying to keep the rest of his team alive. Anti-Zappo. It might cost him quite a bit if they can secure the kill.
Survives Reinhardt. Can Q2 make something happen?
The lamp is down, waiting for the anti-nade. Lands it directly onto the 2 tanks. So if you are Q to win, this is the time to push, but it's going to cost them.
GTC catching a face full of bullets from Bastion. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah,
Demon Mecha's out.
And they
Nash
understand.
comes to rush it, but cannot help D.Va.
Shoot straight into that. Forces the res out here. Nash dropping pretty low. He's in danger. And also DJM is going to cost them his life. Cyrus time on that Torbjorn. He's doing so much work and keeping him alive.
Nanoed, but it doesn't look like it will do any good. Application field is up for blue team. And they're holding this bunker really well.
GT
They have 10 seconds.
Yeah, they got 10 seconds left, and if they're going to make a mad dash for it, Cyrus time dropping down. GTC. There's the hammer, gets the Mercy as well. Dragon Blade coming in the back line. They're going to have to drop the Immortality field to keep him up, but that's not going to be enough. He's going for it next. No letter line 3. One more. And he's going to get it. Is it going to be enough to cap the point, though?
Nash and GTC saying, no, this point is ours, man.
Had to come into the clutch, but Bastion pops his ultimate, maybe to find a kill on the back, but it's not gonna happen. They're gonna have to retreat here, as Q to win is gonna get that first checkpoint for them. Meanwhile, Not1 looking to stick with that bunker composition. Do you have any objections to that? The bunker composition, now that you have to contest the payload, do you think that they should switch anything up, or do you
No, I was just thinking,
it?
like, Q2N could take good advantage of the high ground that they're having right now, but looks like D.Va is like sneaking from behind. But we see the self-destruct come out. He's just sitting there and takes out
the immortality field. It costs him that, but once the pin, DJM24 getting the pin onto the Bastion, it's going to cost him pushing on through. But they're going to res the Bastion. It looks like Nat1 is going to actually, or Nat1 is going to be keeping their lives alive here.
Red team is still contesting the payload. It's just a very sloppy fight. Flashbang comes out, gets rescued by Reinhardt.
He's holding it. He doesn't quite have Shatter available, but he's just playing the shield game, making sure that the damage.
That's only 2 more fire strikes until he gets his Earth Shatter. It's a big game changer.
So yeah.
Orisa has slept, but Reinhardt is... Ooh.
He just had to pin backwards, making sure that he has enough space. Here's the thing, I think that this might set up for Shatter high noon play.
GTC being very sneaky. Did he get caught? I don't know if that Reinhardt saw him.
They do now.
They do now.
So he's got to back up a little bit. Or if they do get contested, anti-nade onto the Bastion. Oh, but the nice shield reaction is going to come out of
shields. And GTT goes down for the count.
So Nash understands that the immortality field was dropped, so this might be a prime time for the blade. And here it is.
One down, Reaper. Baptiste is very low. Baptiste goes down. Oh, and he gets smacked in the face by the Reinhammer.
Yeah, and the Ryan also does get the Bastion in the backline as well, so now it's only going to be the Orisa versus the Ana on this point. Oh, the sleep!
Honey Bubba trying so hard to take care of the point. Gets the sleep, and now it is Red Team's payload.
So yeah, Nat1 coming back could be able to contest here.
Do you think they can stop them within the next 10 seconds?
They got to be able to do the dash onto it, but if not, it might be costly. Here is Jay.
Ooh, Ryan getting swept.
They are touching it. They're making sure that it's going, but the Earthshatter in the backline by DJM.
Earthshatter comes down. Doesn't get too many stuns, but someone has to touch the payload. Only Reaper's on it right now.
Yeah, and it's going to cost him.
Die. He's got silenced by GTC.
That is going to be it, as they're going to be pushing it into the second checkpoint here. Meanwhile, Q2Win has 1:30 in order to push their way through all the way to the end. Or just babysit the payload to make sure that it inches forward.
Looks like Cyrus time to switch to the Junkrat. Think we're going to see any great plays from them?
I hope so. They're probably looking for a way to break the shield or bait out Defense Matrix. And without that, they weren't able to push their way through.
D.Va's poking some damage, trying to build some ult.
Trying to build some ultimate here. Playing it very safe over the top. With that angle, oh, GTC.
The sneaky.
You could say that he is taking the back road here. He sees them all, but I think he's trying to coordinate it with DJM, or at least the push.
GTC with a nice triple kill high noon. And blue team is so low. That's 4 or 5 down. GTC taking this for himself, and that is a great team fight coming from Q2Win.
That is a play right there. I can see our producer over there groveling, saying, oh, I didn't think he was going to go around that corner and do it, but he ended up doing it.
Dragon coming down from Nash, 1 down. Can he clean this up?
Nash looking to clean it up. Can he get it? There goes. The lamp is out of here, but Nash just getting the dash, keeping the team up. We're going to shut the door here.
Coming down.
And that is going to be it.
And it is Q2Win's win for Blizzard World.
I'm just saying, just in case they go back to the camp.
So, overall, very good plays coming out from them. As we saw Q2Win being able to push on through, kind of being, I don't want to say carried, but GTC has got quite a big backpack of 5 people in it.
I feel like Nash and GTC complement each other real well. You got kind of a sniper of a McCree taking care of any like big bulky characters, and then you have Nash just going in the side. Like I said, playing janitor, taking care of all the weak characters. It's a great synergy.
Exactly, and they were able to go up against a composition that wasn't really in their favor. If you would consider that you had to poke with the McCree in order to get the damage around the shield.
Definitely.
And then have to make sure that you build up your ult enough in time in order to execute, pull off either forcing a shield to go one way instead of another, or any others.
Yeah, if I was Nat 1, I would just mostly focus on my positioning. I feel like one of the big reasons why Nash and GTC really just tore through the composition was because, you know, they kind of didn't cover like the bases well. I feel like the Ryan and the Orisa were kind of like out of position sometimes, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, they tried to go for the double shield play, where if you drop a shield, you could let your Ryan rest, and then let the Orisa get her shield back, and then throw it down whenever you get it. But at the same time, it does cost you a little bit of time. And the thing, especially with a bunker comp, you cannot spread the map. And that's exactly what the other team, what Q to Win does. They spread the comp. Because with the flanking ability of Genji and the poke damage from the McCree, you have to space out and go hunt them.
Definitely, it looks like position has switched now. We're going to see a great dive comp from that one with the Genji, Tracer, Diva, and Winston. And Q2N holding a pretty much what they've been running. Except Nash is going to be on Junkrat for now instead of Genji.
So yeah, Cyrus time. The first time we're going to see him on the Tracer here. But he's taking care of Nash already. And they're looking to keep the pressure up. They're looking at the Mercy.
Cyrus time just being a huge thorn in their side, already taking player out, looking for the kill on the Mercy right now. But it looks like he's going to be stopped pretty soon. No, he gets his health back.
Yep, there you go. Most of the recall he's looking for.
Ooh! Almost
on
the McCree flashbang, but it almost catches the face full of bullets.
Yeah, almost got him with that. Got the flashbang, couldn't quite execute the rest of it. But Cyrus time almost at it.
Ooh, he was red like him out. He's like, you got me once, fool me again. I'm sorry, I just totally put that saying.
Dude, he just got caught out. He was read like a solid manga series once you start getting hooked.
He got read like a fiddle and played like a book.
Exactly. So GTC figuring out where they're going to be, puts the bullets right in the head, and Q to Win is actually not going to even give up a tick on that initial push.
Q to Win almost having 4 or 5 ults. We're gonna see Graviton, Earthshatter, Tire, and 2 support ults coming out. Hopefully they can pierce through the defense of Nat 1.
They're gonna have a lot of time here, and they don't really feel the pressure coming out here. They have the ultimates. They can probably win the next 2 fights with them if they use them wisely. But Nat 1 has just got to be really smart. They do have the Genji, so if they happen to reflect the Graviton Surge, they can make a huge turnaround here and just try to win it.
That one's coming out. Gonna try to take the point. Very pokey, but looks like Demon's coming out with his Graviton Surge. Earthshatter coming out, Dragon Blade coming out, and Tire. Right now it's pretty even. It's a 5v5.
Yeah, it's gonna cost him the mech though. Bastion backing up, making sure that he can try to survive this.
Bastion escape, go home. No, and he goes out and delays the next push for Q to Win.
Okay, if you're a Q to Win here, you played very smart there on that initial hold, but you did use a lot of ultimate. So look at the switch up here. Okay, so they are gonna go 1-3-2, which is essentially using the McCree in order to poke, and then running like a semi-goats with the Moira and the Mercy in order to keep them all up. GTC almost at another high noon, but that's going to be the only ultimate they're going to have on their side, so
they're doing a great job just poking and harassing the shield. Looks like they're coming out. Flashbang goes out, doesn't get anyone. Bastion taken out. Or sorry, GTC taken out by Bastion. Self-destruct comes out, doesn't find a mark.
Gonna cost them quite a bit, but the res is gonna be on GTC.
A great 5v5. Honeybow is so low. Hanyun coming out, won't find a target. And he gets taken out by Bastion. Bastion says no, it's not time yet. It's not high noon.
Nash tried to get the Tire over the top. Not quite. So Nat 1 kind of sitting pretty here. Might be able to cap the point. Nash might get staggered. Huge stagger here. So he's gonna be sitting back while they're gonna be pushing the payload. But
it's just gonna be so much harder without a Junkrat to put pressure on those shields.
Yeah, and he's gonna have to switch over to a Soldier now. This second point has a lot of high ground advantage for both teams, so you really do have to take advantage of that if you can. Nice block.
JLKTN looking to poke through. He's seeking an Earthshatter right now.
I don't know if that's JL. I'm just gonna call it JLKTN. He has, yeah, it is. Has the Earthshatter available.
Like Earthshatter.
Trying to bait it.
This one kills 2 targets, but he gets stunned himself. Gets pinned and is taken out.
Forced it out to Graviton Surge as well. So Cyrus Time looking for the damage, sitting at 80, 98, 100. He's got the beam.
GTC on his last legs.
Hello to the beam, goodbye to your team as he's running through Cyrus Time, making it his moment and just applying even more pressure.
Soldier poking through the top. Looks like Diva's gonna harass him.
That's exactly what they needed to do as well. Make sure that Diva is going to be making sure that the high ground is still secured there. So Cyrus Time just taking his breather.
Dive charge coming out. Looks like there's a nano from Rosaria. Graviton coming out from Nat 1. Finds 3 charges but doesn't get a single one. It's a 5v5 right now.
Couldn't quite secure it, and Cyrus Time getting out with his life. It's better to keep your life than to all the Melanade. Trying to get that damage in. Nash has the visor. They understand that JLKTN is down. So we'll see where he decides to set up for his positioning.
He has his visor coming out. If he can get a nice flank, take out a couple players and complemented by the rest of his team.
That is exactly what he's doing. He's trying to just not get caught out here or not get peeked. For Prime X, oh my. He has the self-destruct. He might try to use it to maybe clear off the high ground.
Are we gonna see the big boy play?
He's listening for it. He saw him.
Ooh, and finds a target. Zarya, however, is 3 down for Nat 1.
Yeah, and
to being able to hold it.
There's only a minute left, and it's kind of difficult to deal with Nash.
Ryan is so low right now. On his last legs, barely supported, but he gets Earth. The soldier's Earth Shot, but a counter Earth Shadow takes 3 down. High Beam comes out, and only 40 seconds left.
Man, that was costly. That Earth Shatter it might have been the thing that they needed, Nat 1 needed, in order to turn that game around. But you can see the desperation time. It's time to pull out the Hamtaro as they're going to be pushing their way through, trying to swing onto the point with only 30 seconds left.
It's going to be so hard right now. Nat would only have 2 ults at the ready. We have Wrecking Ball coming out, taking out the soldier.
Yeah, he had to go up top first initially, and that's what he's doing. Couldn't quite get the swing there.
We're trying to escape against top of the Zarya Graviton, and now it's down 2.
Yeah, they're just swinging away at each other. But the Nano Rhine is going to have the win against the non-nanoed Rhine, obviously. They're going to be pushing through GTC, going for that cleanup, poking at the Hammond, and the Hammond flailing around, not going to be able to stall it in time, and it looks like the next team advancing, or the team advancing is going to be Q2 win here.
Stand up time.
Play of the game is going to go to GTC. Just walk me through this play here.
All right, GTC looking to sneak back. Their team's pushing, and he gets a triple on their team. All of their offense going down. Looks like that team has no chance against GTC and the complement of the rest of his team.
Yeah, and he understood that that is exactly what was going to go down. Nash and GTC really doing a lot of damage there. And we saw the highlight reels. It's just, 3Ks, 4Ks, figuring out how to eliminate the team completely. And it really did come down to synergy, it feels like.
Definitely, yeah. Without the rest of his team pushing in, GTC had no chance of getting those kills. Like, honestly, like, if you hear high noon, the first thing you're going to do is, like, look behind you and shield, right? But if you have, like, 5 really angry players coming towards you, you can't really do anything about it. It's a really good synergy with him and his team.
Exactly. They really did understand what they were going to go through and what they were going to try to push. So, overall, very good. Nat 1 put up a solid fight. Almost pushed it through, but inevitably got stopped there.
Yeah, it was pretty scary. The bunker comp working so well.
Yeah, and I felt like, once again, I pointed it out during that last fight. Do you think that fight would have swung a little bit differently if they still had that Earth Shatter available?
Oh, definitely. Earth Shatter, just having that 5 seconds of just being stunned makes a huge difference. However, it's so hard, especially against good runs like, DJM and stuff, where it's very hard to sink an Earth Shatter at all when you just have a big shield coming out.
Exactly, and also having the support from the Ana as well, just able to keep the pressure up. And we got a little bit of Wrecking Ball at the end, but usually it's a desperation play on these kinds of maps.
Yeah, I saw the Wrecking Ball putting a little work, but it was mostly just kind of like annoyance, It's kind of like a fly, and all they had to do for Q2 win was just swat the fly.
So yeah, overall, having a lot of fun. That was a 2-0 win for Q to win, and we are about to get our next one up and running. But anyways, we'll just remind everybody that we are here at FanimeCon, but it looks like we are going to be taking a quick break. Oh, my bad. We're getting notes from the. We don't have headsets or anything here.
Yeah, I'm deaf. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. He's pantomiming something. But anyways, giveaway here. If you guys are here at Fanime 2019 and you guys want a chance of winning a case etched with the FanimeCon logo for the 25th anniversary, please sign up for the raffle over on the left-hand side there.
It's limited edition.
It's limited edition. There's only one of a kind in the world here. So please sign up. It was given to us by Omen.
It's gonna be right over there next to the staff desk.
It will be raffled off at 1:30 tomorrow, but make sure to get your entry in today. Well, overall, we're just pretty much chilling here. If you guys are watching from Twitch, hello, how are you? I'm Kevin Kanashii Tagupa, and I'm joined by Bingsu.
And thank you so much to SF Shock for streaming this amazing tournament at Fanime.
Exactly, and thank you all, Fanime guests, for sticking around, watching us, watching these riveting semifinals matches that we have going on here. But in order to kill the time, let's talk about some of the events that are happening in Overwatch right now. We have the anniversary event.
Definitely, yeah. All those cosmetics, and I just got my tax returns. It's looking really bad for me right now. Also, we just had Storm Rising come out. Nice campaign mode for multiple players. What'd you think of it?
I thought it was kind of short. I wish there was a little bit more story involved, but overall, I'm really excited to see Havana.
Definitely.
It's very dynamic in the way how you're able to push on through there. If you guys don't know, Havana being the new payload map, you have to push. First point is all uphill, pretty difficult. Second point is all indoors, so you can see some weird widow gravels, maybe not a lot of high ceiling stuff. And then the last one is just wide open.
Definitely. Very deadly for snipers like Hanzo and Widowmaker.
Exactly. So coming down to that, there was the anniversary event. As I know, just seeing the people in the crowd, how many of you guys are excited for the skins? Some? Okay. When it came down to it, I just want to get a poll here. What do you think is better, the Schoolgirl Diva or the Honeydew May?
That is so hard. What do you guys think? I think it's Schoolgirl. I think that's what they said. What?
They like the Honeydew May. You guys like the boba inside of the gun? Exactly. Who doesn't like boba?
Kind of makes me like want to get the gun and drink it. You know?
Do you think like she could just drink the whole thing? It'd be like a slush, but like maybe.
I feel like when she gets nano boosted, like it's just a spray of just like boba tea.
Yeah.
I think that's just as worse as like getting frozen alive.
Exactly. It's pretty much the same thing we got going on here. So it looks like we are going to be taking a quick break. Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to be swapping out a couple casters.
My name is Bingsu.
And I am Kanashii. We will be back with the next semifinal game in a moment. Waifus.
I'm excited for this matchup. Viper Slug, this is the UCSC team. Their League of Legends team did actually win our tournament yesterday. It's going to be an exciting match for sure.
Exactly, and we don't know too much about Trash Waifus yet, but I'm assuming that they are huge anime fans.
I would not have guessed what gave that away, but they have made it to our semifinal. That means they are good enough competitors to make it this far. I'm hoping for a good competitive match from the two teams.
I hope so too. They had to climb their way through. They already had to take down 2 other teams in order to be here, so they definitely have some promise and potential. But we know that, once again, Viper Slugs is the UCSC team, so they do have synergy coming into this.
That is going to be very important. Overwatch, a very team-focused game. The meta very focused on making plays, using ultimates in conjunction with each other in order to get objectives, escorts, whatever it takes to get that final victory.
Yeah, and I don't know about the background for Trash Waifus, but they might be a group of really fun, anime fans that just so happen to play Overwatch together.
Yeah, or they could be a team unknown to us that could come out the dark horse in this tournament. I'm excited to see when the picks come out for the first map.
Exactly. From that last map, we saw Nat 1 versus Q to win. Was there anything that you wanted to pass on knowledge or anything that would have came out from that past game?
Keeping an eye on the McCree. That McCree and his ultimates really well, but in conjunction with the team, Nash throwing in the diversions on the Genji, their tank line, making sure that there is an availability of health, and their healers doing a good job. I want to see high-level gameplay just like that. GTC making excellent plays in the McCree, but Nash on that Genji as we load into the first map.
Yeah, and it is going to be Lijiang Tower here. And looks like we're going to be starting out with Gardens. And for the first time in a long time, I like to see this dive comp out by Viper Slugs.
Viper Slugs pulling out a very aggressive comp early, trying to get an early control on the point. We'll see how Trash Waifus is able to make the aggressive plays to stop this dive comp. Early on, Farah getting some pot shots onto Trash Waifus. Trash Waifus sticking together inside the early point. Lucian able to get the bounce onto the Orisa. Tracer able to take down the Genji. They're still making sure in a 3v. Viper Slugs able to take down another of the Trash Waifus. And taking down on the Viper Slugs. There is only 3 left on the Trash Waifus as the Viper Slugs make the first capture on the point.
Yeah, so Viper Slugs going straight to the point, being very direct with what they wanted to do. But sadly, we saw Narf take a quick plunge there as the Wrecking Ball.
Unfortunate for him. This is going to be a tough map with a lot of space to fall down. If you're going to play the Wrecking Ball, you need to make sure you're able to. Tracer able to get a little DPS down, dashing out, making sure not to take too many hits. Does have the ultimate available if they would like to use it. Trash Waifus trying to make a push onto the point. Unfortunately, this dive comp is holding it well. Farah also having the ultimate available on, getting the pot shots from above, and also getting the ultimate on Trash Waifus. This is going to be interesting.
Yeah, he has the barrage available, which I honestly think once they get collapsed in here, you might want to try to drop it.
Able to get the point. Trash Waifus trying to make the push. Farah holding them into the point, taking down the Ana. Winston able to take down the 76. Diva taking down the Mercy with the help of the Zenyatta. But still holding on to that barrage with the Farah, who able to make the push on, killing the Tracer. Viper Slugs doing a good job of holding the point.
Exactly, and they did it without trying to spend too many ultimates. So we see Superman is still hanging on to that barrage, and Trash Waifus had to answer back. This time they are going to be using the Soldier 76, who also has his ultimate available.
Sitting on a good ult economy for the Viper Slugs. Farah using that barrage, getting a good effect onto the Mercy and the Moira. That's 2 healers down. Trash Waifus losing 3 in the engage, losing another one in the Winston and the Farah. Diva, the only one to survive, but not in her mech, able to get away.
She might have to hop into the lake. Here we go.
I think that was the push off right there by the Lucio. Lucio doing a good job utilizing the CC. There goes the Tracer Bomb onto the Farah, able to make the pick onto Zero Pac-Man.
That is going to be the ceiling factor right there. No way of really getting onto the point with this many Viper Slugs clogging up the main entrance.
That was a commanding victory by the Viper Slugs. Not losing very many in any of the exchanges, able to take down the Trash Waifus across the board. Kind of what we expected out of the Viper Slugs, working together as a team.
Exactly, and as we got a quick peek there at the next map, next part of it is going to be the night market. And as a Wrecking Ball player, this is probably one of my favorite maps.
I hope we get to see more Wrecking Ball. One of my favorite additions with the use of that grapple and use of the kind of mobility that they have as a tank. You know, the only one else you see that in is Diva, and I guess Winston with the jump. But a lot of fun coming out.
All right, so Narf is going to start out with this. So he is going to be looking for a booth. He doesn't understand which way he's going to go with it yet. He does catch the peak, though.
Yep, Trash Waifus sticking together again with this 2-2-2. Wrecking Ball coming in. Here comes the big drop. Able to get some good damage. Switching over to melee form. Taking out, going after the Mercy. Mercy taken down by the Lucio in the melee attack. Moira able to get out. Winston on the other side getting the Reinhardt kill. This fight is going on. May able to get some good damage off. Ooh, gets a nice icicle. Genji able to take down the mech. Wrecking Ball able to get a double kill there on the Diva and the Reaper.
Yep, and they are using that ice wall to their greatest advantage, making sure to separate out the rest of the team, keeping them at bay. Meanwhile, Trash Waifus, I feel like they had an incomplete start. They wanted to run. They saw a Reinhardt and a Winston, and those two don't really necessarily work well together.
Oh, you see the switch over to the Genji for Trash Waifus. The Junkrat also doing good for Zero Pac-Man, trying to get as much of that AoE damage, able to get the fight. Winston able to get the kill on the Lucio and the Mercy. Genji get the Dragon Blade, getting the kill onto the Junkrat. Moira with the Coalescence, getting the kill on the Reinhardt, also getting the kill on the Genji. There is another team kill onto the Trash Waifus from Viper Slugs.
That was the gong indeed, and Temi. Oh, they want to make their presence
felt.
felt.
Here comes the absolute zero from the May. Drop from the Wrecking Ball. They are just making this look too easy, keeping them inside their own base. Viper Slugs, give them a chance.
Yeah, they just want to make their presence felt. You see the double dive. There goes the minefield on top, and they're going to steal them off of the spawn. So meanwhile, while they're just having a fest over here, they're just finishing them off.
Wrecking Ball able to get the first two kills. Lucio with another push off. DPS Frog able to get a lot of kills on this Lucio alternative fire.
Exactly, just allowing the CC and the crowd control, whatever they can get out of here, but Trash Waifus now have a couple of ultimates to play with.
Yep, they're able to get out of their base, able to get some DPS fire onto the team. No one heading for the point to take it for Trash Waifus. They're trying to get around from this onslaught from Viper Slug. Diva able to kill the Winston, but unfortunately May able to take out the Junkrat. I do see a few good ult economy onto Trash Waifus. If they can sync those up, Viper Slugs may not be able to retaliate, although Genji about to get the Dragon Blade. Dragon Blade comes out for Kagakagi, getting the kill onto May, but Teme able to get a reply. There's the Wrecking Ball kill and the Reinhardt kill onto Lucio.
I think one of the biggest plays that we just missed there was the Dragon Blade cutting the Rip Tire that would have cleared out at least 3 of them out of their spawn.
That was so quick. I missed that completely.
But play of the game's going to go for that Moira. Please walk me through this.
Moira coming in, able to get the Coalescence onto a good chunk of the team as they're staying together. She's able to get a lot of damage, a lot of healing off, making sure that they're not able to do anything is a good effect from Moira.
Exactly. It was very important that they kept their presence felt at the choke. It made it very difficult, and once you get more ground, you take it.
Now, honestly, Viper Slugs showing us how to make this look real easy. Playing well as a team. I didn't think I saw any point where one person was picked off and another teammate was right next to them, able to clean up any kill they were looking for.
Exactly. It was very, very clean, well executed, and they kind of knew going into it they had a plan. They executed it as well as they could. And, they just showed absolute dominance on this first fight.
Yeah. Like we said, this was the team to look out for. We're heading into the next round of the semifinal. I'm hoping Trash Waifus learns a little bit from this, able to take something and, use it to good effect. Maybe we'll see them take the game back, bring us to a game 3.
Exactly. I would like to see a little bit more tight communication, maybe some more decisive plays at the spawn. Yeah. That way you can actually make your push and make your case.
Yeah, it did look like the first push on the Gardens there. They were not able to get it cohesively together. Viper Slugs making its presence known. I'm excited for what this next round will bring us.
Exactly, and we are still waiting on that map pick. unless we happen to get a music cue or something. But yeah, they're still figuring that out. But if you are Trash Waifus, obviously we pointed out what they need to do. If you're Viper Slugs, what do you think you still either you need to improve on, or what do you keep doing?
Honestly, for Viper Slugs, I would stick to the same kind of methodology you've got here, utilizing the ultimates, utilizing the abilities of their Lucio, who was able to make a lot of push kills onto their carries, onto their healers, which unfortunately, once you lose your healers, it is tough to keep up those longer team fight exchanges.
Exactly, and they were just able to sustain themselves on the point, just make sure, even without the spawn advantage, without being able to heal themselves up, they were still able to do plays like, wall off half the team,
Exactly.
push their way through, and just have their way with them.
Yeah, I do enjoy a good Moira pick, that coalescence, that ultimate ability, able to do so much damage, so much healing, especially when they're staying so tightly packed in that 2-2-2 that it's an unfortunate that the Trash Waifus were not able to figure out a counter to that.
Exactly, and as we are still hanging out here, we're still at FanimeCon 2019, 25th anniversary of that.
Yep.
So it's quite fitting. Trash Waifus still a great name for a team.
You know what? They have a good chance of coming back into this one. As we're loading into the next map, be aware of any counter picks, any picks. I'm hoping to see some Baptiste. I enjoyed that in the first match of the semifinals with his immortality field and that amplification matrix. I feel like that could see a difference in play from either team if they bring that out.
And me being a guy who has absolutely no life and plays a lot of Overwatch, I can tell by that music cue we are going to King's Row. So King's
that
Row,
was a good call right there. I would pick that.
Once again, King's Row, very GOATS heavy map. If you guys don't know what GOATS is, it's 3-3. So 3 tanks, 3 supports. But this could also lend itself to a bunker comp. So we might be able to see the Orisa Baptiste. But overall, the different phases of King's Row, very comfortable. One of the very first maps that came out in the game. So these teams have definitely seen this map and know their way around.
Yeah, King's Row, definitely a mainstay of Overwatch and Overwatch League. Definitely a map where we're going to see a lot of team fighting and exchanges. Hopefully, if the GOATS does come out, they're able to run it to perfection. I feel like Viper would be the more likely team as they have that team cohesion, but Trash Waifus could pull out something that could disrupt it, maybe get a dive comp in there, maybe able to get that Zenyatta, that Lucio away from the rest of the team and make it harder for them tanks to do that DPS as we load in to the map.
Yep, and King's Row looks like Trash Waifus is going to be on the offensive to start.
Right off, we're seeing the Viper Slugs with that Wrecking Ball, with that Mei, able to disrupt the Trash Waifus, not showing that GOATS, but doing the 2 tank, 2 DPS, and 2 healers with the Ana and Mercy.
Yeah, it's quite a standard composition. Meanwhile, Viper Slugs doing something that's completely out of the box with just running the Mei for DPS and allowing 3 tanks to just run free.
Moira able to get the kill onto Pharah, able to get the kill onto Winston. That is almost a team kill early on for Trash Waifus at their own spawn. Very decisive play from Viper Slugs and making it hard for Trash Waifus to just get on the map.
Exactly, and I feel like there's only a couple ways to really do this, and sadly, you're gonna have to give up your Ana in order to do this. But yep, you have to take a separate door. You have to go up, either around or either to the top.
Yep, there it is. Squishy on the Winston, able to bring it and get disruption in there. Ooh, Superman on the Roadhog, able to get the kill on Farrah. Mei with the kill onto the Mercy. That's 1 healer down. Oh, kill onto the Winston by the Reinhardt. DPS Frog able to get the kill onto the Reinhardt. Trash Waifus really having a tough time with this. We see 2 ultimates available on the Viper Slug, and just a good ult economy with the Mei and the Lucio able to get their ultimates up very soon.
Yeah, and this is, I wouldn't say borderline disrespectful, but like, they're just showing their complete dominance here.
Yep, there's the Earth Shatter out of Eyeing the Pepper. Red team holding out strong. Trash Waifus, unfortunately, the whole hog able to take down the Reinhardt and the Winston. The Wrecking Ball taking down the Ana. Mei with the double kill on the Mei and the Zarya. That's another team kill. Zero Pac-Man able to going down from the Moira. Trash Waifus having a really difficult time just getting out of their base.
Yeah, I feel like the only way to do it is going through that top window. You might have to do a Mei strat where you have to boost people up to the top. But that, I believe, is the only way how you could really get out of this spawn. And
well, there's Zero Pac-Man on the Pharah, trying to get over the team. Still giving the DPS from behind. Able to get behind to the control point. Oh, unfortunately, get caught out by the Moira. but that may have given the disruption enough for the team to get out of the spawn. Unfortunately, Reinhardt taking down the Winston and the Mercy. Here comes Lucio killing on get the melee kill onto the Winston. Trash Waifus losing a lot in this exchange, not able to make use of that Pharah getting over to the point.
Exactly. They had the right idea going over the top, but with this much pressure and 1:30 left, they really have to do a lot. Look at DPS Frog.
It's definitely disrespect coming out of DPS Frog. He knows that this is going to be difficult for the Trash Waifus to come out. The Mei wall keeping them in. Primal Rage coming out from the Winston. He's getting onto the point. He's going to try and make the capture solo. No, he goes back into the team using the Primal Rage, trying to knock people apart. Wrecking Ball getting the kill onto the Ana. DPS Frog with the kill onto the Zarya. Trash Waifus unfortunately not able to make use of that Primal Rage, the ultimate. And again, just losing 4 in that exchange, losing Winston as well into that. Trash Waifus, they really need to regroup here. They have to push as a team, and if they can get at least 2 into that control point, they may be able to disrupt, but it is looking very dire for them.
Exactly. I feel like they're being watched at every door, essentially.
Yeah, so look at DPS Fog just sitting up there, waiting for them to get out of there, throwing down the sound barrier, keeping his teammate alive. Reaper able to try and get into the field, but there's the kill from the Reinhardt onto the Mei. Unfortunately, Roadhog coming back, killing the Reaper. Wrecking Ball getting the kill onto the Mercy. Zero Pac-Man trying to get to the point, contesting the point, trying to get to at least the first quarter. Gets the kill onto Lucio, still alive in the back line. Here comes the Winston to come and give the assist. Here comes, but unfortunately, the kills onto him, and the res coming in from the Mercy. Trash Waifus, they need to regroup. They need to make a push onto the point. Here comes the Wrecking Ball trying to deflect. There's the bomb field, making it hard for them to get across the point. Moira getting the kill onto the Reaper, and there it is. Unfortunately, Trash Waifus not making even able to get to the point.
Exactly. They just played him at the door so well, and it's really, really difficult, especially for a team like Trash Waifus to even leave the base. I feel like the only way to really get in there would have been to use a Lucio. I would have loved to see a Lucio, just a quick speed boost over on the left side, making sure that you can get up and around. Even if you get caught out, you're all dying together, and you have more pushes over time.
Yeah, they really needed mobility to be able to get over this siege onto their own spawn point. Viper Slugs, again, making it look really easy. It is going to be tough. Trash Waifus backs against the wall. They cannot let them get to the point and even secure it. Otherwise, that will be a loss for them on this map, and it's going to be tough. I don't know what they're going to have to pull out for pick-wise, what they're going to be able to do. Viper Slug just, DPS Frog and just that Roadhog just making things difficult.
Exactly. It's making it difficult to even get outside. So the only way, honestly, for Trash Waifus to do this is to draw it out. So you have to play probably equally as aggressive, try to lock them down, and just try to keep them at bay. But it's going to be difficult, especially since you got to get at least, if they get a tick, it's over.
Yeah, once they get that tick, it is over, and we will be moving on. Hopefully, Trash Waifus pull out all the stops on this, backs against the wall, no holds bar. I think this is when we're going to see them really at their best, really shine. And Viper Slugs, well, they have just been playing this immaculate, really hard to contest any of the picks or the moves that they have made. Already you see the Wrecking Ball making the excellent use of the grappling hook, dropping down. They're getting closer to the point. Trash Waifus just sitting on the point, hoping to get it. You see the Torbjorn coming out of Viper Slugs right here.
Yeah, they're trying to do this thing where they collapse in on one side, allow the Torb to kind of be a flanker here. That way, the damage is coming from multiple directions, and you have no way of really dealing with it.
I think one thing that will save Trash Waifus, they do have that Baptiste before he is to go down, getting the healing out. Viper Slugs trying to make the push onto the point. Trash Waifus are holding on. Zero Pac-Man using the Junkrat, able to get the kill. There is the concussion mine getting the kill onto Lucio and Reinhardt. Zarya able to clean it up onto Ryrax Reinhardt. They're contesting the point right now. There's the res from the Mercy. Mercy getting the Valkyrie ultimate, but getting picked off by Viper Slugs. Unfortunately, here is the contestation of the point. Viper Slugs with more members. They're healthy. They may just take this point. Orisa getting the kills onto Viper Slugs, making it difficult for them. The Hanzo coming out of Viper Slugs. Interesting pick onto this map. And there's the Doomfist switch over and the Tracer. Looks like they're just trying to use their mobility to get to the point. Unfortunately, there is the contestation. There's the victory. GG, Viper Slugs.
Yeah, Viper Slugs just showing that coordination really does pay off, especially in these kinds of maps. And Let's just see what the play of the game went down to. It's going to be Moira as Moira again.
Moira showing up. You know, if you name yourself the character, you must be good at it. Here is getting the heal onto the Mei, able to use the alternative fire to get a lot of damage, a lot of healing, not even using the coalescence in this exchange, just overtly knowing the champion inside and out, able to get the heals, get the DPS. Honestly, an excellent use by Moira.
Exactly. They understood how the hero worked in and out and able to keep their team alive. They're just able to win the game quite convincingly as well.
On it very convincingly, not allowing Trash Waifus to even get a single tick on either control points or that control and escort. Unfortunately, they had a good showing. They made it to semifinals. Good job, Trash Waifus. Viper Slugs, unfortunately, we're the better team today, and we're going to see more of them a little later in the grand finals. Thank you all for joining us here at FanimeCon 2019 at the gaming stage for our Overwatch tournament.
Okay, so before we go real quick, let's talk about the giveaway. Once again, we are going to be giving away computer case.
Yeah, right here, this case right here, HP, Omen by HP has given us a computer case. This is a special edition 25th anniversary for FanimeCon case. Unfortunately, it's not a whole computer, but you can put your own computer in there, stylize it, spec it out how you want. And if you're interested in joining this raffle, getting this prize, you can sign up right over here at our support desk at the gaming stage. You'll see our lovely assistants waving their hands. Go ahead and sign up. The drawing will be picked at 12 p.m. tomorrow, so noon tomorrow, so stick around until then if you do enter the raffle.
1:30.
Oh, I apologize, 1:30. You have until noon tomorrow to sign up. But why not do it now while you're here enjoying some Overwatch?
Exactly, and you can put in your new PC into that PC case right there.
This is it's a monster of a case. It can hold a lot of power. You may build your dream gaming PC. So go ahead and sign up for the raffle right over here with the gaming stage. You have until noon, but why not do it now?
So, as we saw in that last one, it's going to line up the finals to be Q to win versus the Viper Slugs.
Yeah, Q2 win, also getting that 2-0 victory over Nat 1 and Viper Slugs with the convincing win we just saw. It should be a good matchup. You know what? They brought out a lot of different picks that we didn't see in that first match. The Wrecking Ball was a good, effective use, and that Moira is going to be hard. But they do have GTC on Q2 with the McCree. I'm getting the note from production to wrap up, so we will move on and see you back at the finals.
Cool.
Hello, Fanime Gaming Hall. Welcome back. We are here with the grand finals for Overwatch. Once again, I am Kevin Kanashii Taguba, and I am joined by
Zach Sizzin Sindorowski.
And before we get into our grand finals match, let's refresh everybody about the raffle prize that we have going out. It is a custom case by HP Omen.
Yeah, Omen by HP has come out. They've given us a 25-year anniversary edition Fanime case for you to win in a raffle tomorrow at 1:30. If you want to enter, you can come over here to our gaming stage, support staff, and sign up. Sign-ups will be going until 12 p.m. tomorrow, so get in now while you can.
And then also, while we're on the train of thought of people helping us out, let's give a quick shout-out to our sponsors. Once again, HP Omen for giving us the stream PC and the build, giving us all the props that we need in order to make this event happen for Twitch and for the con itself. Yep. We would also like to thank Digital Storm, AFK Gamer Lounge, and Gigabyte for the competitor PCs that we have over to the right of us. It's a huge PC bond, essentially, that we have here in the gaming hall.
Absolutely. Viper Gaming, also another one of our sponsors, giving out some cool prizes yesterday, as well as sponsoring a few teams that are here, actually.
Exactly.
And SF Shock, you can see them around here. They actually have a booth here at Fanime. If you would like to go visit, talk to them, talk to a few of the support staff, as well as they have delightfully given us our MVP prize for the tournament winner today.
Yeah, and just a quick reminder, let's go over those prizes for first place. We get some peripherals from Viper Gaming, and then the SF Shock has kindly provided mouse pads for each of the players, 2 Netgear routers, and then on top of that, the winning team will be able to vote for an MVP, and they will be winning a signed Shock jersey.
Yeah, that is signed to their size, and they can even get it personalized with their in-game name on the back. Those are some pretty good prizes. I wish I could enter. I wouldn't be good enough to win, but I wish I could enter.
Exactly. It would be a lot of fun to, come home with a prize, especially from a convention on such a historic event, this being the 25th anniversary of this event here in San Jose.
A quick recap for everyone that is joining us or may have forgotten. We are going into our finals match between Q2Win and Viper Slugs. This is going to be a fun matchup between the two, both getting a 2-0 victory in their semifinal match, but in very dominant fashions, if I might add.
Exactly, and just to give you guys a little bit of history, a little bit more stakes to this play, the Viper Slugs won last year. They were a very dominant team, coming from the UCSC, Banana Slugs. Yep. They were a very dominant team last year. They stopped Vale and Junie, who used to be a part of Eggplant Emoji and now are a part of the San Jose, or used to be a part of the San Jose State Overwatch team. And then now we have Q2Win. Brand new players, but definitely showed some potential with the McCree and the Genji play.
Yeah, exactly. Nash and GTC, the Genji and McCree respectively, showing high-level DPS play, able to coordinate their ultimates effectively, getting good McCree angles, and able to it generally pushes a team. It wasn't just the 2 DPS, but it was the whole team, in fact, showing up, making it so the McCree can get these highlight plays, these highlight reel kind of ultimates that you rarely get as a McCree, especially when you're running against a double shield comp. So it really shows a high level of coordination that I'm hoping will help them take Viper down a peg.
Exactly, and just a little bit of experience. The producer and I have been done some collegiate esports before, and so we've seen this team perform at such a high level, the Viper Slugs, and we understand that they're coordinated. They're here to keep the reputation and defend their championship title here at Fanime.
Yeah, and if you did miss the last game, they in fact held the team in their own base for majority of the match. You don't see that too often. You know this team comes out swinging. They were going with an aggressive dive comp, using the Wrecking Ball, using the Moira on Moira. That's going to get confusing to say after a while, but they had a real high-level coalescence, able to utilize the champions, 2 different firing methods, damage and healing, and knowing when to switch off and making sure they're topping off their team and killing the enemies.
Exactly, and solid balance, and that's all Moira is about, balance. You know, being able to take energy and also disperse the healing. But once again, we're waiting for the grand finals match to figure out. Quick reminder, it is a best of 5, and it looks like it's going to be Nepal. So Control Point, one of the very first maps that a lot of collegiate teams have to learn.
The Control Point can be interesting because we could see a Goats come out. We could also see the dive comp for the disruption as we load into the first map.
So, we will see what competition we are going out here. Once again, Q to Win is running their standard composition, but Viper Slugs doing something a little different, bringing out the Doomfist.
Yeah, Doomfist, good mobility, good ability to disrupt that team. You're also seeing the 76 and the Roadhog pour this pull into the map. There it is, right there. But the Lucio able to survive with the ability to get around.
Yeah, DPS Raw going in with a quick move. It's trying to clean up the rest of them. Superman looking for even more and looking to clean up the Genji here. Nash getting sandwiched into the corner. He's not going to be able to get out of here.
Yeah, definitely. We were talking about it earlier. Viper Slugs are able to move as a team, able to coordinate their different attack methods. As you can see, they're already pushing Q to Win out of this control point.
And we see the way how they want to really approach this as well. Q to Win is going to opt in for the Brigitte this time. That's going to be a little bit extra healing and able to deal with some of the stuns coming out here.
That does reset her ultimate cooldown though. The Viper Slugs are going to be sitting with a healthier ult economy, able to get some of those higher target valued CC ultimates out earlier. The rally might not be available to help them.
So Q to Win slowly making their approach, but they're keeping an eye out for DPS Frog here. They understand huge pull and a slam, Saitama slam right into the wall here. So they're going to be pushing their way, keeping them into the corner as DPS Frog just keeping the CC up, making sure that it's not going to go through. But the Nano Boost out by Honeybolo going to keep it up. GTC trying to close the door against 2 of them, but Nash is also going to pay with his life coming out here.
Yeah, Nash and GTC doing their best to try and make this team happen. Moira with the Coalescence helping out, keeping the team topped off, getting the kills. DPS Frog on that Lucio, really showing a high level of mechanical play, keeping up on the wall.
Exactly, using that high ground wall it's not something that you would expect to be pushed from behind when you're just trying to make a casual push. But Viper Slugs definitely taking their time here.
Yeah. You do see the ultimate available on the Orisa, on the 76, and the Lucio. This could be combined for the 76 to get out there, do the DPS, but Nash also getting the Dragon Blade just in time could make a comeback, and the Reinhardt's getting their ultimate.
So GTC is going to quickly pick off Superman. Nice, fan the hammer there. But because they are tied up in this corner, it is going to be kind of difficult for Q to Win in order to push in.
Q to Win really has to make a push right now. There's only 10% left for the captured point. Viper Slugs really not letting them onto the point. 5% left. They have to make a final push right here, or they're just going to lose this outright.
I don't think they understood how much time was left on the clock. They were really just taking their time and dancing around, but there we go. As we see, Viper Slugs showing their dominance.
They just took round 1 like it was candy from a baby. I mean, unfortunately, Q2Win not really showing urgency towards the latter half of that percentage. They really need to get a push onto that control point if they're going to take it as we load up onto the second round.
Yeah, and once again, this is going to be Nepal playing on the Sanctuary this time.
Viper Slugs opting into the Wrecking Ball and the Winston. There's going to be a lot of dive, a lot of ability to get in and out. Sticking with the Doomfist, I do like that pick. Has a lot of potential to just cause mayhem, especially Q2Win sticking with their standardized comp. Still opting into the Brigitte though.
Exactly. They really do need that stun, especially since Viper Slug is going to be running so much mobility. Being able to stun or even stop the Doomfist from doing anything is really important. So, Hammond swinging his way up and around, trying to look for a good slam. There's the pile driver, knocks up 4, and they're going to erase GTC immediately. But they're trying to collapse back onto Narf. It doesn't seem to be happening. Superman looking for the punch, slides the Rhino off with the rest of the team, keeping him in the corner.
Yeah, Viper Slugs doing a good job using their CC, layering them on top of each other, making sure that Q2Win can't get a foothold onto this point. Able to make the secure, but it looks like Q2Win not giving up without a fight.
Exactly, and they are just going to be pushing their way through Capsule Point pretty quickly, but GTC going to get I'm the Pepper on the back line. So it's going to be a pretty tough push for Q2Win in order to get in there.
Yeah, Viper Slugs, again, getting control of the point, able to make sure that they're keeping their opponents back at their spawn. They do a good job of objective control. They don't allow them to get onto the point. And it's an excellent usage of the Doomfist, of the Wrecking Ball, keeping the CC present and just getting out, in and out quickly.
Exactly, and it looks like Nash is trying to get up and around. Just grabbing the high ground real quick as we hear the Coalescence being dropped from the back line. He's going to get hopped on by this Winston. Winston's going to pop Primal, keeping Nash up in the corner. We hear High Noon. It only gets one, though. Temmie trying to keep him at bay. It's going to be on Nash as well. That's going to be their DPS down. Rally's going to be popped. They're going to be swinging in as much as their mobility into their back line as they can. He drops the minefield as well. Superman looking for more. Can he get it? He's throwing the fifth, keeping them back at their spawn. Has the Meteor Strike available if he needs to use it. And here it is! Is he going to try to get somebody out of the spawn or just use it to get out? He's not. He's going to use it to initiate and get some ability there. Graviton Surge, trying to reverse it. Earth Shatter, going to drop on top. But there goes the Hammond. CCing him up in the air. It's going to be difficult for them to keep up, but they are going to be kept at their base.
Again, Viper Slugs, that Moira, that Coalescence, that making sure that while they're grouped up, they can't make a push. But I don't know how Q2Win is going to make it back. They decide to opt into the Reaper and the Widowmaker, trying to get a little extra range. Oh, and just kidding, as I say that, they switch over to a tankier Roadhog and a Reinhardt.
Look at DPS Frog right now. He's just going all the way around the map while wall riding.
This is some high-level Lucio play. If you really want to see how a good Lucio looks like, DPS Frog making it look just like the superior pick on this map.
Yeah, as we see GTC trying to get onto the point, popping High Noon. He's going to get punished. Temmie's going to catch him out first.
Yeah.
So here we go. The fight is still being sustained here. Viper Slugs is keeping him up. DPS Frog going to be moving him away, making sure that they're not going to be able to touch it.
It didn't even look like Q2Win had a chance to touch the point, let alone even capture it. Viper Slugs, again, just showing high-level mechanical play. We were talking about, here's DPS Frog with the play of the game. Break it down for me.
All right, so it's going to be the Lucio Boop here. These crowd control abilities were really big, especially for the Viper Slugs, able to get behind and make sure that you can't go where you want to go. You want to leave, you're getting pushed into the corner. You want to try to push onto the point, you're going to go in the hole.
Yeah.
So
honestly, they were just making use of their CC so well. That Hammond, that Wrecking Ball, able to get some of those high-level knockouts. Doomfist able to get in and out. Honestly, didn't even lose his life in a lot of those exchanges. I'm seeing Viper Slugs have a real tendency. They like to play fast, they like to play quick, and they like to punish any and all mistakes. Nash on the side getting caught out by the Winston. Primal Rage came out, and then he just got picked off by the McCree. Nash, one of their premier carries on that Genji in the previous round, just not having a really big effect. GTC, though, did have a decent game on the McCree, but it feels like it just was just a river of water above him.
yeah, it was pretty difficult for him in order to get in there in general. The way how Viper Slugs is playing, they're playing aggressive, and they're looking to isolate him and pick him first. So because of that, even if your team is consistent of multiple crowd control abilities, you're still going to not have enough to control the entire team. And even if you CC somebody, you still have to finish them off, which is pretty difficult, especially since this is a collegiate team.
Yeah. I think one thing I did appreciate from Q2Win is they did try to pick out different picks, bring in a Roadhog, bring in the Brigitte. They were trying to make something work. It shows me that they're thinking about what ways can they get around the way that Viper likes to play. They like to play quick. They like to dive in. They like to dive out. And honestly, they stay topped off in most of those fights, maybe losing one, but they get two in an exchange. And that will always be a win if you can make that play happen.
Exactly. And we thought it may have been me, but it may have been a little bit of frenetic picking coming out from the side of Q2Win. It could have been a little bit of a panic. But at the same time, you do have spawn advantage. You don't have to worry about HP. So trying to go for heroes that will allow for a single one-shot kill is really important.
Yeah, it does reset that ultimate though, and that is important because if you can get those ultimates synced up, you can get your ult economy to a good point. You can maybe sync those up, able to get the picks, able to get the kills when you need them to. But if you do make those switches real quick, it's not gonna happen like that.
Exactly, but sometimes you do have to give up your ultimate in order to make the right play. And for them, they tried to do that. They tried to get a couple heroes here and there, but the pressure from Viper Slugs was just way too much.
Yeah, absolutely. Viper Slugs is playing a very good very good game of Overwatch. You don't really see this, some of these amateur tournaments, but they have made it known that they are a team. They are a team to look out for, and hopefully Q to win. Take that first game, reset the mind, because that can be very taxing on yourself, getting such a dominant victory out of the other team.
Exactly, and it's going to be interesting to see what map they decide to go with as well. As we saw on control points, they really just got held up. So maybe they might want to go for even a 2CP, maybe something to slow down the tempo a little bit and figure out what they want to do.
Yeah, I would like to see that, a change in map type. Just a recap, the side selector, the map selector is swapped for the next round. So whoever chose the map gets to choose the map type, and whoever chose the map type will again get to choose the map. I'm hoping that Q to win take this, and we will see a refreshed mindset and some good Overwatch gameplay.
Exactly. That's all we're here for. Good Overwatch, and we want to see a competitive game.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, obviously that makes really great stream content, as well as content for Fanime 2019.
Yep. I hope everyone out there is having a good time at Fanime 2019 as we're getting ready to head into round 2 of our Overwatch finals here.
Once again, these games are going to be best of 5, so you have to secure 3 rounds or 3 maps in order to win the entire game.
Yeah, Viper Slugs getting that early win, it does help the mindset, kind of relaxes you, means you have games to work with. Q to win, they're going to have their backs against the wall just a little bit, but not a match point yet, so they do have some room to work with for their next set of maps and map type.
Exactly. Once again, let's just refresh the audience and the viewers for what they're going to win if they do win this. It's going to be a bunch of peripherals by Viper.
Yep, absolutely. Viper Gaming, one of our sponsors that came out here helping us put on this lovely event for all of our attendees. And those of you watching home on the stream, we appreciate all of your support.
And then, once again, the San Francisco Shock is giving us 2 routers by Nighthawk, as well as 6 mouse pads to give away.
Yep. They've also, for the MVP of the winning team, they get a signed jersey by the whole SF Shock team, which, pretty cool prize. Plus, it's personalized to you and sent to you. One of the premier prizes here at the tournament.
Exactly. And, we're coming up here. Let's just talk about a little bit of the event once again that's going on in Overwatch at the moment. We're at a break for Overwatch League. Season 2, once again, congrats to the San Francisco Shock. They had a golden stage, which we call the golden stage, which is 28-0 on maps, playing and going 7-0 against their opponents in the entire stage. On top of that, we got the whole anime arc, anime redemption, when they had to face the Vancouver Titans again in the grand finals. And this time they didn't pull any other punches. They went for it and they took it.
An excellent showing from our local hometown pro heroes. SF Shock able out here at Fanime. If you are and get the chance, go talk to them. Go see them at their booth. They're right here in the gaming hall. They're excited and they want to talk to you about Overwatch, talk to you about the team. Just go say hi. They're one of our sponsors here, obviously, giving us that nice jersey. And we can't thank them enough for letting us utilize them for a part of our Overwatch tournament.
Exactly, and it's great to support local esports as well, and build a great community. But it looks like we are going to Watch Point Gibraltar, and that is going to be once again Game 2 of Viper Slugs having the lead.
All right, so we are on an escort. If you are not familiar, they need to take the payload, stand on the payload, and get it all the way through the 3 checkpoints. Early on, Viper Slugs are coming out, and
yeah, they're going to switch it up a little bit. GTC is now on this Genji.
Yeah, GTC on the Genji. Nash on the 76, staying on that pick, just seeing what he can do to try and get these picks, get the payload forward.
Yeah, and Q to win this time is just playing a little bit more of an aggressive dive comp. And that's exactly what they need to do, but Diva's going to get popped over back here. She's got to reset potentially, and yeah, she's just going to go down here.
Yeah, Superman switching over to the Genji, off the Doomfist, and we're seeing Moira, not on Moira, on the Widowmaker.
Yeah, maybe they just want to flex a little bit, show off, hey, you know what, we're going to let Temmie take the support line here, but Temmie is going to get slashed away by GTC, actually gets him off of the dash, and he's looking for more, but he's going to get brought down. DPS Drog and Nard really doing a lot of damage on their back line. and they are just going to dip away. Q2Win has got to reset and figure out how they're going to push this payload.
Yeah, with no one on the payload, with Viper Slugs on it, they're going to try and push it back. Q2Win need to regroup. They need to push as a team. Watch out for these Widow picks because that can be detrimental to their team comp.
Yeah, and Moira this time, once again, we said on the Widow, Infrasight Pop has pure sightlines onto the opponents here as they are looking and seeking their opponent's head. Moira's going to have to back up a little bit.
And Honey Boba on the Zenyatta with the Transcendence available, the Winston with the Primal Rage, and Nash sitting on that ultimate. They could sync these up. Ooh, fortunately Winston able to take down Honey Boba.
Yeah, and he's going to get slapped, but the Primal is going to be able to slap Moira into the ground here. Nash trying to get a good tactical visor there, but it's quickly disrupted. So I'm the Pepper, just applying the pressure, and then slaps him, gets him down. Here comes the self-destruct over the top, looking for something. It's going to get Melanade, and DJM going to be slept here.
Moira switching over to the Sombra now. That's the third different champion character that he has brought out. You know, Viper Slugs still making their presence strong. Q2Win is actually able to get the payload, not to the first checkpoint though, and it is going back. They need to regroup. They need to make a concise push. Otherwise, Viper Slugs are just going to take away before they even get that first checkpoint.
Exactly. Viper Slugs pulling out this Sombra is going to be really detrimental, and figuring out who they are going to hack as well. As they're approaching this, the Viper Slugs are just playing with 3 ultimates, and Q2Win is probably got to do another dry fight in order to even get a fight here. With the hop-in initiation by DJM, looking to try to maybe pick off somebody, but Narf is going to bring him down quickly. QTC pops the Dragon Blade in the back line, but Honey Boba's just going to pop his as well, trying to keep him alive, but it's just going to be a retreat. Nash in trouble, being chased down by DPS Frog, and I'm the Pepper, and they're just applying the pressure.
Q2Win felt like it had more effect as GTC was on the McCree, while they again put Nash on the Genji, or when Nash was on the Genji. Switching it up again, the DPS is getting a Pharah and a 76.
So yeah, it's going to be a little bit more pressure coming in here. They're just doing some poke damage, maybe trying to get some ultimate throw.
Yep, and look right there, Moira does get the EMP. I'm waiting to see where they're gonna offload it. If they can get that team fight, they can stop it. With only 20 seconds left, Q2Win really have to make a push right here.
Yeah, you have to make a push right here, right now, and this is the time if you're going to be the one to do it. So Moira getting the hack onto the Mercy, not going to let her fly up. Sleep onto the Winston. Are they going to bring him down? He's low. There's a melee by Moira. And going through, doesn't even need to use the EMP quite yet. Maybe to shut the door on him. Here it is, the EMP shutting off the Viva, making sure that the boosters are going to be there. Dragon Blade and beat dropped over the top. They're going to throw the self-destruct just for zoning, and that is going to be it.
That was a very dominant round by Viper Slugs. Q2Win able to make a push on the payload, but once they got underneath that overpass, it is a very tough choke point to get through. And honestly, Viper Slugs were able to make use of their abilities to just stop. And they stunned them right before the checkpoint, making it very difficult to continue on the map.
Yeah, they used a very interesting tactic there, which is using your ultimates only when needed. And they are very good at ult management there.
Yeah, they really have some trigger discipline when it comes to this. I'm hoping Q2Win, switching over, they're going to be the ones defending the payload now, and they have to make sure they can do that same push. That underneath that overpass is a very difficult push point, so I'm excited to see what characters they'll bring out, what heroes they hope to go with in order to stop this Viper push.
Exactly, and they want to get a point on the board, make sure that they could actually take a fight here, but here we go. The gates are about to open on Gibraltar. And Viper Slugs only has to push it a little bit more than halfway up the ramp in order to secure the win here.
Yeah, looking at Q2, we see a bunker comp coming out, hoping to really hold that point. The Baptiste and the Amplification Matrix with the Bastion on hand, and the Roadhog Junkrat for a little disruption. Oh, and a Roadhog. Oh, look at that.
It's going to be quite difficult to actually make this play work out. It is good in theory. You want to have pressure and have your ground and not give it up, but at the same time you are giving up the mobility aspect, which Viper Slugs is definitely known for using.
Well, and Viper Slugs also, look at the Mei right there. That wall could really disrupt that bunker comp.
They're doing a cheeky play. Oh, and they lose half of their team, but at least they try to get to the high ground. They got the 2 supports. The speed boost wasn't quite there, and they are applying pressure here. Superman on this Mei this time, It's going to be enough to switch him over, but Temmie going to make a quick switch. Let's see what to what. Oh, come on, Temmie. There we go. Over to the Hanzo. So Q to win. They understand that there's a Bastion comp here. They probably called it out. So they're going to be looking to shred the shield and make sure that they are not going to be able to get in.
Yeah, that was a cheeky play. That May wall to try and get from the high point across to the bridge. Unfortunately, didn't work out for them as we see the team fight begin again.
Yeah, the Immortality field wasn't on top of GTC, so it was going to cost them. But there goes the boost by DPS Frog. Doesn't quite catch out anybody, but trying to keep the rest of the team alive as they're making this push. Meanwhile, Temmie
just chilling on that payload. Viper Slugs May with the absolute zero. Unfortunately able to take down Honey Boba on the Baptiste, who has that application matrix, but if they just don't stop this payload, it's going to be over for them.
Yeah, and now they're just pushing into their spawn. We've seen this hyper aggression by the Viper Slugs, making sure that they cannot touch, and they are not going to be able to touch, as the Viper Slugs are going to be able to keep them off.
Again, Viper Slugs showing out great usage of their abilities. Just sitting on the payload, we have the play of the game on Narf. Break it down for me.
So, let's just see what this D.Va decided to do. Quick move into the corner, keeping all of the supports in there, and corralling them in, and then I'm pretty sure he just goes up here, gets a couple people, may have lost the mech, but at least got, you know, a couple kills, made sure that there was no healing available, and cleaned it up.
It's good enough for play of the game, so unfortunately, Q to win, not having good effect. Viper Slugs, again, showing dominance, showing prowess on these heroes. You know, it's an uphill battle right now. We're at match point, which means Q to win, gonna have to take the next three, do the reverse sweep. The way that the Viper Slugs are playing, it's gonna be a very uphill battle.
Yeah, I feel like the only way to really do that is to punish their over-aggression. The way how they're playing is, we kill one, we take space. We kill one, we take more space. So by the time that they're in your spawn, you just have to go and get a couple picks and then push on through. Make a quick switch, don't even worry about trying to build up ultimates there. Unless if you could get a Graviton Surge anti-nade, that's probably like the only way to like really put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, Q to win. Maybe they'll have to go to comfort picks on this one. I'm feeling they might step away from the meta a little bit, or they'll stay with it. But I feel like comfort picks in this situation, someone you're comfortable with using, that can be very helpful, and actually maybe even give them a nice cheeky win.
Exactly, and I believe once again we're gonna get a quick map update and figure out what's gonna be going down here. But once again, Viper Slugs playing with fire. Yeah. They are coming out here, throwing punches, making everything happen. And then on top of that, they are the defending champions here at the FanimeCon.
Yeah, already an uphill battle. Q to win. We'll look to take game 3 in this best of 5 scenario. We hope that there is a chance for them in usage. The dive comp really using the effect from Viper Slugs, and then switching it up there that last little bit. It was a cheeky attempt for the May wall. You know, you can see the Viper Slugs is kind of flexing their muscles, kind of flexing their knowledge of the game and the maps that they're playing on.
Exactly, and it came down to that at the very end. They just showed how much of a wide knowledge they have, probably a lot of experience as well, since they are a collegiate team. They have a lot of experience playing together. They understand how they want to play, and they really just executed on it.
Yeah, really excited to see what we got coming up. Hope we got, again, maps are going to be selected by the team who selected the first round, and map type. Maybe we'll see that control point to escort. I think you're right with the double control point might give the game a slower feel, and maybe we will see a change in the gameplay from Q to win.
Exactly, and I feel like they would be a lot better on defense if they were just playing it a little bit slower. They were able to control the tempo. So when it does come down to it, Q to win has got to just learn how to control the tempo, make them play at your speed. But once again, Viper Slugs, they just want to, unlike the Slugs, they just want to go fast.
Yeah.
I got it. We are heading to Eichenwald.
Eichenwald. Very wide open map. Maybe we'll see some Widow. Probably see some Ana, most likely. Very, very strong in the meta right now. That nano boost, very, very useful, especially with a Reinhardt. Maybe that Winston. We have seen Q to win. They brought out the 76. That tactical visor, that nano boost is a very strong combination of ultimate abilities. I'm excited to see what we're going to bring out. This is going to be a payload and a control point.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken.
It's a hybrid.
Yeah, it's the hybrid. So this may lend to a different style of play for Q to win.
Exactly, and Q to win has got to be able to weave their way through. Maybe try to do a back cap, maybe pull out a Sombra here.
Yeah.
But yeah, just getting around, especially the initial choke, is probably one of the hardest parts of the game.
And we've already seen that that Viper's not afraid to play the Wrecking Ball, and Eichenwald does have a lot of those points where the Wrecking Ball can make use of that grapple hook.
Exactly, they could swing their way around, try to get onto the back line and all that stuff. So once again, we will see what they decide to pull out here on Eichenwald when we finally get down to it.
Yep, very exciting. We are heading into match point for Viper and Q2 win. I just hoping we can see a few more games today. Excited to cast more Overwatch always.
Yep, and we will see how this goes down pretty soon. But once again, we want to thank everybody for coming out here. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. We also want to thank all of our sponsors again. Omen by HP, Aorus, Digital Storm, Viper Gaming, SF Shock, NRG, and Gigabyte. All came together making this happen today. We hope you're all having a great time. FanimeCon 2019 gaming stage. As it sounds like we might be heading into the map very soon, as I'm hearing the cue. No?
And once again, it is going to be it's just a fun game overall. We're having a lot of fun watching these two teams trying to duke it out.
Yeah, they definitely feel, at least from Viper, I'm seeing a lot of difference in gameplay. They're flexing a lot of game knowledge. Q to win, game point, play your hearts out, no holds bar. You got nothing to lose at this point. You've made it to the grand finals. We want to see them come out swinging and see if they can maybe pull out some pocket picks. Maybe they have a comp they didn't really feel like comfortable playing. This would be the time to play it. This would be the time to play something that you weren't comfortable playing. Why not? You got nothing to lose at this point.
Exactly, and it was kind of interesting to see Moira on that Widowmaker as well. Moira and Temmie switching roles there. So it's really interesting to see how that played out.
Yeah, they showing off at least a generally good knowledge of all of the different heroes they have. Switching away from the Moira, taking on the Widow, taking on the Sombra, that Sombra EMP, that hack, very important against that Mercy, which is stopping her flight, stopping her mobility, and her ability to heal all her teammates with that glide.
Exactly, and once again, map is Eichenwald. And let's make some noise for potentially the final game here at FanimeCon 2019 and the Overwatch tournament.
Yep, starting out real early. We have the Q2 win on the attack. Viper Slugs will be defending for the first set.
Yeah, Viper Slugs just trying to get over the wall. I've seen this thing before, where they're just trying to get in with massive mobility. Trying to go over the wall. They lost Superman in the back line though.
Yes, but still getting that damage from the Pharah, able to get onto the point immediately, getting rid of the Immortality field.
Yeah, they got rid of the Immortality field, and they got rid of the Baptiste, and now they're just running over the rest of them. It's got to be a flank going over one side or the other. And Moira on the Mercy this time, trying to keep the team alive. Here comes the res. That's Temmie. It's coming back.
Yeah, Viper Slugs able to get to the point fast. Not letting Q to win set up, losing that Reinhardt early, that is going to be detrimental to them. Losing both of their tanks, they're going to have to back up and regroup as Viper Slugs captures this point.
Exactly, and they're just going to have to wait it out now. If you're Q to win, you might have to switch up the style here, understanding how they want to play, and you need to have some fun here.
Temmie pulling out the Widowmaker now. Moira staying on the Mercy. Ooh, able to get over the wall with that grapple hook, getting some good damage on effect, not letting Q to win set up at all.
Yeah, trying to play around the shield. Maybe could get an initial pick if they happen to all the Mercy almost peeked her out. But in the meantime, all this is doing is giving Viper Slugs free distance as GTC is going to be falling to Superman.
Yeah, Q to win, getting a good ult with the Graviton Surge and the Earth Shatter may give that Riptire from Junkrat's ability to get the damage. Here comes the Primal Rage and I'm the Pepper.
Yeah, I'm the Pepper's just pushing them away, keeping them off. That's 2 kills. Both of the tanks out of the race here as they're going to be pushing their way. I'm the Pepper, going to get brought down by Nash. But Temmie going to get the cleanup on Melonade. And Narf looking for even more. Gets Nash, and that is going to be a clean team fight.
Yeah, Viper Slugs, again, just aggressive, getting in the faces, getting to the back line, able to make the kills onto the priority targets.
So 95% coming up here on Narf's ultimate. Oh, it does spot somebody out over on the right side. I think they are not able to push. But Temmie, there goes one click of the head, looking for more. That's another one just off to the shoulder. And there goes Nash. That's 3. Temmie doesn't even need the walls quite yet. And it's just clicking heads and putting them to rest.
Temmie with the aimbots on that one, getting 3 quick headshots, just making Q to win, not able to get out of the base. Infrared comes out. Here comes the final push after that checkpoint.
Yeah, they're just going to push their way through. Damage coming from the back. Superman has his Meteor Strike available. Might just get super aggressive and then try to leave. And now, once again, taking space, not letting them have any whatsoever.
No, Viper Slugs again, pushing them into their own spawn. Q to win. Gotta wait till Melon. Oh, nope. Now they lose the Zarya on the exchange.
Yeah, and that's going to cost them quite a bit. GTC does get Superman, though. The res by Moira. There's so much space for these guys. And they're just able to have breathing room and push the payload.
You know what? I'm looking at I'm the Pepper right here. He has made some great Primal Rage movement on that Winston, really just knocking around the team. And there comes the Earth Shatter out of the Reinhardt.
Yeah, they tried to do the Earth Shatter, but a nice bubble to protect the rest of the team could have been detrimental. Great on the top play by I'm the Pepper. Meanwhile, Temmie looking for heads. Graviton Surge catches 3. Headshot on GTC and looking to close out the rest of this battle. Here comes the Infra Sight, giving him sight lines and potentially trying to clean up the rest. Only this Wrecking Ball here.
DJM not letting them finish that point though. On the Wrecking Ball, swinging around the point, keeping it contested. They can't capture it as long as he's there.
Yeah, and GTC trying to go for the backline supports, keeping them out and also making sure that Temmie can't just go and snipe people for fun. Meanwhile, GTC with those red fire shotguns, not going to be able to bring him down. Narf is doing some damage on this Diva and applying so much pressure. DJM swinging around, keeping him alive, using that adaptive shield, trying to solve for as much as he can. Keep his team alive. Dragon's coming through, and he's still touching it. GTC also going to be able to touch it, but it's not going to be enough. They're just throwing bodies at the payload now, and that's going to be it.
DJM had a really good effort on that Wrecking Ball, keeping the grappling hook on the point, able to keep it contested for a long time. Unfortunately, Viper Slugs were there the whole time, not losing anyone in the exchange, able to make the capture with 3:17 remaining. That is going to be a very, very tough time to beat.
Exactly. It's going to be a tough time to beat, and it's pretty tough to push it all the way to point 3. Understanding that Q to win is going to be there, trying to get this W.
Yeah. Oh, little Dark Souls reference for everyone there. Get the Fire Shrine.
Exactly. Somebody got a save right there.
Somebody's getting rid of those, or getting those Estus flasks back up. Viper Slugs really showing Temmie on that Widowmaker. Like I said, the snipers is just important on Eichenwald. You're just doing so much damage, getting those headshots, getting those kills, those picks on their squishies, even on the Reinhardt, making it difficult for them to protect. As we load into what could be the final round here at the Overwatch tournament.
Yes, indeed. It could be the final round if Q to win isn't able to get all the way to the back line. They look like they are just loading in, just chilling. But this is for the tournament itself. If this happens to be a loss for Q to win, Viper Slugs will be the returning and repeating champions. Here at Fanime 2019.
Yep, and I'm looking at what picks are coming out. Viper Slugs switching I'm the Pepper over from the Winston to the Orisa, so they're going to have that shield. We got Narf on the Roadhog instead of the Diva. Q to win, bringing out the Mei and the Hanzo with GTC and Nash on Reaper and Genji respectively, getting in and out and trying to disrupt that backline with their mobility, with their ability to phase through.
And here we go, starting it off here, looking for a quick wall in order to just give a little bit of shield. But there goes the hook and the anti-nade. Going to catch out 2 of them as they're going to be pushing their way through. Superman slamming people into the wall. Meanwhile, Narf, Superman once again, bam! Bye-bye Mercy, looking for even more. GTC going to be taken down as well.
Superman is just dominant on this Doomfist. able to get the punches, able to get in and get out. I honestly haven't seen a play they've made where they have lost their life for a bad exchange. Going to be very difficult to stop that. Able to block it with the Genji. Temmie switching over from the snipers.
He's trying to dip away, but they have their sights on Temmie, trying to bring him down 25 HP. Can they get the melee? He's running away. He's just dashing above, and finally they bring him down. DJM.
That's going to be big. They need to make the push while Temmie is down. Genji does a lot of disruption, a lot of damage. They need to make a push together, get to the point. They've already started to get the capture, but Viper Slugs are just holding out very strong right now.
Yeah, tried to flank him going all the way around. We saw that setup. And there he goes. He's going to get brought down by the fire this time. And they're just applying even more pressure. Hook cancels the whole hog, and they're just trying to cap this point here. Maybe they could even get the first point. Here comes the Death Blossom over the top just to secure the kill onto Temmie.
Yep, with no Genji there to block that back. Reaper able to make use of to capture the point. That Death Blossom does a lot of radius damage. Ooh, there they're able to contest the point.
Superman coming back, smacks Nash, making sure that he's not going to be there. Meteor Strike coming over the top, slapping and CCing out for Roadhogs, but they are going to get desperate. Here comes Safara, looking at the bodies to hit and keeping Genji away from the team. Meanwhile, Narf is just trying to do as much. Temmie has to resheath the blade, trying to keep him up, trying to fight for this last bit of mark. GTC going to be brought down, and Temmie resetting, and it looks like the Viper Slugs are going to stabilize after losing 98% of the point.
Well, Q to win actually got two ticks into that capture point. This is actually the most we've seen on the Viper Slugs. If they can get a pick on the Temmie, on the Genji, they can actually make a push again. I hope, hope is that they're able to make these picks without losing too much in the exchange.
It might cost them a couple ultimates, but it might be worth it. Starting out with the Valkyrie to initiate, trying to push their way through. Nash has got the blade. He might look for it. It reflects down, looking at the Ana. Here comes the blade. Nice beat drop. Nicely responds to the sleep guard as well. And he's swinging away, trying to get at something, anything here. And he's going to be forced to resheath it. Meanwhile, Superman in the backline picks off the Mercy. As Q to win, looking like they are going to not get this W quite yet.
Yep, there's Narf on the Wrecking Ball, able to pick up 2 more kills. Q to win. They have to come back. They have 2 ultimates that should be able to take effect. Oh, unfortunately, the Fair is taken down in that exchange.
Yep, they have about a minute left. So if they are going to be doing this, it will take them a while. They only have probably 1 to 2 solid pushes left before they have to go into desperation mode. And here comes Dawn with a double boom. GTC and DJM gone. I'm the Pepper going to be cleaning up Nash on the other side as well. And they're just applying their pressure and trying to shut the door on this game.
Yeah, one thing I've seen from Viper Slugs is they make use of the map. They make use of the pitfall of the traps. They use their poops and they use them well.
Temmie looking to take on the Far in the Sky. Can't quite get the kill that they want. Once again, 10 seconds left. I'm the Pepper gets the Diva Bomb over the top. Superman cleaning up Nash. And GTC is going to get more, but it's not going to be enough. It's going to cost him his life. And that, ladies and gentlemen, that will be it. The Viper Slugs will be taking home the crown.
Viper Slugs making high-level plays, showing off why they are a collegiate team. Very, very well done. Here it is. Narf on the Wrecking Ball. Break it down as a Wrecking Ball main.
So, you put the grapple somewhere on the tree, and it's boom, boom. There you go. Good and good. Already had his ultimate available, so if he wanted to use it again, he could. But overall, just great play coming out from the Viper Slugs.
Yeah, Viper Slugs showing their dominance once again, bringing home the trophy. We will obviously have to give a shout out to Q2 win. They put in a valiant effort. They did get a 2-0 victory in their semifinals, but unfortunately the Viper Slugs were just a little too much to handle this time around. I want to give him GTC, Nash, and the rest of the team doing a great job throughout the tournament. I want to give a hats off to them and give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. They did play their hearts out.
And as we are finishing up here, I believe we are going to have an interview in order to figure out who is going to be MVP at least.
Yes, and you know what? We should also remind everyone at home what the winners of today's tournament do win.
So they would win peripherals by Viper Gaming, but because they are sponsored by Viper, they will be getting the prizes from the SF Shock, which is still a Netgear router, 2 Netgear routers, and 6 mouse pads, as well as a signed Shock jersey for the MVP.
Who, if you were on the Viper squad, who are you picking as your MVP right now?
That's a really tough one. I honestly liked Temmie's play as both being the tank main and also being able to flex onto the DPS at times. It just seemed like they were really in control of what they needed to do, but if you're going in terms of just straight damage, Superman really did a lot of damage.
Yeah, I had to either give it to Superman, and I want to give a shout out to the Moira. As a support player myself, I do enjoy high-level support play. That Coalescence on their mainstay, their namesake champion, that would probably be one of those two for my pick as well. But Temmie also making great showing on that Genji, on that Widowmaker, getting them headshots. Not always the easiest thing to do, making it look like they have aimbots on those computers.
Exactly, but they don't, obviously. We're at a convention here. The cheating rules probably wouldn't have worked here.
No, unfortunately not.
But yeah, we're just waiting for a little bit. We're going to go, once again, discuss the giveaway that we have going on. We have two photos of the same case.
It's a pretty looking case. This is brought to us by Omen by HP. It is a full case, pretty good size. You can win this in our raffle. Go over here to our gaming stage support staff. Enter in. This is going to be given away at 1:30 tomorrow. If you are here, you have the chance to win it. Sign up now while you can.
So that is just about it. Congratulations to the Viper Slugs for taking this win and defending their championship title here. And a valiant effort by Q to win, putting on a good show.
And before we head off, I want to give one last shout out to our sponsors. That would be Omen by HP, not HP by Omen. That's ridiculous. Digital Storm, Viper Gaming, NRG, and SF Shock, Gigabyte, and Aorus. Thank you so much for allowing us to put on the gaming stage here at Fanime 2019.
So before we go, is there anything else going on for either one of us that we want to discuss other than the rest of Fanime?
Well, there is programming here at the gaming stage that doesn't include the tournaments. We do have Jackbox games going late into the evening, and tomorrow we will have a Super Smash Brothers Foo Bar. So come join us for the fun. Join us on the gaming stage. We're gonna have a lot of fun the rest of the. You want me to? Oh. And again, the sponsors were ARS, Omen by HP, Digital Storm, Viper Gaming, SF Shock, NRG, and Gigabyte.
We grab somebody. Or whoever.
Oh, and AFK GG. How could I forget AFK? They gave that lovely donation of computers. They are opening up their new spot in Campbell, if I'm not mistaken.
I have no idea where they decided to relocate. All I remember was that they used to be here in San Jose.
Yeah, they were downtown. They are relocating to a new location. So give them a shout out. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to play the games and run the tournament.
Exactly, and thank you everybody. It looks like we are going to be grabbing a couple props off of the desk. All right, see ya. But overall, had a great time casting.
Thank you for letting me join you up here. Enjoyed casting Overwatch. Can be difficult to watch. Can be difficult to kind of keep up with everything going on. But had a lot of fun. Overwatch by Blizzard. They have their Overwatch League. I believe round 3 is coming up soon, right?
Stage 3 is coming around the corner. And hopefully there are a couple of changes that are coming into the PTR at least, but we don't know if they are going to be quite live by the time that we get there. I might as well just point out a couple of these. McCree, as we saw at GTC playing it, McCree's going to have a 20% faster firing rate on his primary fire.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, like if it wasn't fast enough already, he's going to be able to play faster.
And as we wrap this up, we do have our MVP.
Yes, we do.
If I'm not mistaken. I'll let him.
I'm going to dip out. I'll let him take the interview.
Thank you. Welcome. And your name, sir?
My name is Kuba. I was playing Moira.
You are the Moira?
Yeah,
Moira?
Yes.
All right. So I have a couple questions for you. One, how many hours of Moira, estimate, would you say you've played?
Oh. So I'm actually not really Moira main. I'm more of a anime main.
You're more of an anime.
That account
Mm-hmm.
is just a Moira account.
That's
So-
that's your Moira account. So you
Yeah.
are full on support main.
Actually, I do Widow too. So Widow, kind of Anna. That's my main.
Okay. It's calling out different picks. You like the snipers, I could see.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the games. That grand final, you guys had a convincing 3-0 sweep. How were the comms for the team? Calm, ready to
Our
play?
comms were very, very energized. I'll just say that.
Yeah. You guys having a lot of
We're very
fun.
connected as a team. I feel.
We could see that. There was a lot of high-level team play. I definitely saw. You guys held them in their base for most of the map, showing a lot of disrespect. Your boy DPS Frog making it look really easy.
We felt a little bad at times, but we just wanted to keep our integrity alive and not like sandbag or do anything like that.
Yeah, absolutely. So taking home, you were voted MVP by the team. How does it feel?
It feels pretty good, but I feel like the real MVP is our communication and our coordination.
That's a very, very humble answer by you. You're going to be getting that SF Shock jersey. You're going to be taking home a couple of gears. You guys are also the UCSC team, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we are.
Okay. And is this your first time at Fanime?
This is my second time, so we were here last year as well.
Okay, so you were part of the team last year as well that won?
Yes.
And how does it feel to win again?
We actually didn't win last time. We got second place.
You guys got second place last time?
Yeah.
I was given false information then. Look at that as I get the shrug over in the corner. Well, we really appreciate you coming out here. Any closing words for you? Any shout-outs for your team or anyone?
I don't know. Just an amazing job from all my teammates and all the competitors as well. I felt like they really gave it their best, and you could really see that in their gameplay. It was really great.
Well, thank you so much. That is all from here. Give a huge round of applause to our winners, Viper Slugs, as well as our MVP right here.
Thank you so much. Just the Slugs.
All right, I'm stepping back in.
We did hear from our MVP of the match. It was the Moira, the Widow. Good high-level gameplay. The Slugs coming out, winning it for the first time, as we found out.
Exactly. And once again, I want to thank all of our sponsors, HP Omen, Digital Storm, Viper Gaming, the SF Shock, and the Energy Organization.
Aorus and AFKGG and Gigabyte helping us put on the tournaments that you saw over the course of the weekend. We really do appreciate it. Yeah, I see you. I remember you from the Smash Brothers tournament. Appreciate it. Everyone who came out here, came out and watched, help make the gaming stage happen. And huge shout out to the support and production staff for making everything work out.
Yeah, without them, this whole thing wouldn't have been able to go down in the first place. But yeah, any last words from you guys?
No, thank you for making my first Fanime. This is my first time here. I have enjoyed the experience, and I will definitely be back next year.
Cool. Thank you, Fanime, as well. I've been here for quite a while. I'm a huge anime fan as well. Just before I sign off, I'm Kevin Kanashii Tagupa. I do a couple Twitch streams here and there. If you guys want to watch some mediocre Overwatch or want to see me cast a game, feel free to stop by the channel. I have business cards over on the left side.
I have nothing special to input. You may find me on any one of Zarashuza, Shinkari, or Kanashi's streams. I will be the one trolling and making dumb jokes the whole time. Thank you for your support.
And thank you, Fanime, and thank you, Twitch Stream, for sticking around with us. We hope to see you next year.
Yep. Thank you from all of us here at the gaming stage. Have a great rest of the con, everybody.